Welcome, Collecting Zones. Today we're diving into a very simple guide on how to prevent overspending. We look at a powerful decision tree with just 3 simple questions and learn a few budgeting basics. If you've ever been tempted by a big purchase like a high value Pokemon card or some high value item, this video is for you. Good. Before we jump into it, quick disclaimer. The information provided is for general informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial or any other form of advice. It is recommended that you consult with a qualified professional before making any financial decisions, as this content may not be accurate, up-to-date, or comprehensive. The use of this information is at your own risk. Now that that is out the way, let's jump into the topic. Overspending is very easy, and you often go into lots of debt because of that. With so many exciting items to buy, it's tempting to go beyond your budget, especially when we feel like we deserve a treat. But overspending can lead to long-term financial stress, which you don't want to have. So how can we make better spending decisions? Let's take a look at a simple 3 questions decision tree that can guide us before we make any big purchase. Like this Moonbryon card, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with. It's now over $1,000. Which let's just call it 18,000 rands. Very expensive. Okay, so this is essentially the decision tree that you'll be using. 3 basic questions. Imagine you are considering buying a high value or expensive item. Just try using these 3 questions, and yeah, let's see how it helps you. Firstly, is it within your budget? If the answer is no, then best not to buy it. Just don't buy it. But if it's yes, you move on to the next question. Do you really want it? Be honest. Is this a spur of the moment desire? If it is a spur of the moment, don't buy it. But if you thought about it for a while and you still want it, then you continue to the next step. Do you need it? If the item is more of a luxury than a necessity, maybe it's better to wait until you've saved up properly for it. And that is it. Simple question, 3 questions that will just help you have that thought in mind to prevent you from overspending. Let's delve into understanding your budget a bit more. Let's first get a sense of our budget. A very simple example over here. You look at your monthly income, look at what your monthly expenses are, and the leftover is your disposable amount. Now, in some cases it can be negative, which means that you need to cut down on your expenses. Okay, in this example, 20,000 monthly income, 15,000 rands monthly expenses, which leaves a disposable amount of 5,000 rands. You can obviously, I would recommend you go a bit deeper, listing them into categories. So here's a very simple example of how that 15,000 came along. Rent 7,000, utilities 1,500, groceries 2,500, transportation 1,000, entertainment 1,500, insurance 1,000, minimum debt repayment 500, and there could be others. So try drawing this up. Use a simple budgeting app, use Excel, whatever you want, just so you can keep track of it. And here are some quick tips you can use to stick to your budget. First, track your daily expenses. Writing down every purchase helps you know where your money is going. Use some budgeting apps. There are some free apps. These apps can be incredibly helpful for planning and tracking purposes. You could also use FNB. If you are banking with FNB, there is that icon that can allow you to work on this budgeting. Then you can also set up savings goals. This helps keep you motivated and helps you make big purchases where you have to and is appropriate. And then review your budget monthly, adjust it based on any changes to your income and expenses. And by following these tips, we will have better control in our spending, make it easier to afford the things that you really, really want and need. And then jumping on that second question, do you really want it? Say you want to buy something, it could be a spur of the moment. Don't buy it, wait for a period of time, maybe a week, a month, whatever, and see if you still really want it. And then ask yourself, is it really something you would enjoy, or are you simply trying to impress other people who you'll probably not see often or never see again? Then if that's the case, don't buy it. Don't buy something to impress others. Buy something that you really want and enjoy. Then the third question, do you need it? These are some considerations. Is it a necessity? Do you need it really in your life? Or is it just gonna be placed on some place where you'll never look at it for the next 10 years or 20 years? Can the money be spent better in other areas? For example, even if you have that disposable income, are there other better places to spend that amount? For example, prepaying on your debt, which is quite useful, so that you can actually progress better on your financial goals. Or another consideration, you know, if you really want to get something, set a savings goal. Earmark a set amount for the item. That way, you can plan better and not overspend. Okay, let's go through a few examples. Firstly, let's start with the Moonbrown example 1. Remember, the disposal amount is 5,000. So off the bat, a Moonbrown is 18,000 rand at the moment. First question, is it within your budget? No, don't buy. Okay, done. First example done. You don't even need to jump on the next one. Second example, this is the Celebrations Pikachu. It's a metal card. You can get it from the Celebrations UPC. It used to be higher, now it's 30 something dollars, so let's call it 600 rands. Is it within your budget? Disposable is 5,000. Yes. Okay, move on to the next step. Do you really want it? For me, no. I don't want it. So no, don't buy. Simple as that. You don't really need to buy anything even if it's in your budget. Okay, you must know what you want to collect. For you, maybe you're a fan of Pikachu, then in this case maybe you want to collect this card. Okay, then the third example, this is just a watch I found on Takealot. Even though it's 53% off, put it through this example. Okay, I'll call it this example 3. Is it within your budget? Yes, it's under 5,000. Do you really want it? No, I have a watch already, I don't need another new watch. Even if it's 53% off. It may sound like a bargain, but it's not something I want. So no, don't buy. Okay, yeah, that's it. Try it out for yourself. And thanks for tuning in to the channel. I hope this guide helps you make better spending decisions. Remember, it's not just about denying yourself about what you want or love. It's about planning and budgeting to make those purchases guilt-free. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more budgeting tips, and share your own spending strategies in the comment below. Okay, catch you on the next one.